Hey friends, welcome back to TechSeaker. I'm Ashish, and today we're diving into one of your most requested laptops, the brand new Samsung Galaxy Book 4 Edge, powered by Snapdragon X. Let's kick things off with the unboxing. Samsung ships it in an eco-friendly box. Break open the seals and boom, first thing you get is the premium Galaxy Book itself. Alongside that, there's a 65-watt super fast charger, compact in size, a premium Type-C cable, and that's pretty much it. Clean and minimal. Now let's move to build and design. I've got the sapphire blue variant in hand, and wow, this feels super premium. Weighs just about 1.5 kilograms, that's only 40 grams more than the Book 4, and the all-aluminum build screams quality. Press down on the lid, zero flex, solid build. This time, Samsung has gone with a slimmer front profile, making typing more comfortable. On the bottom, you'll see thick rubber grips, big air intakes, dual-tuned stereo speakers, and vents for exhaust. Hinges are impressive, smooth, sturdy, and yes, it rotates a full 180 degrees. Next up, keyboard and trackpad. We're getting a full-size pro-grade keyboard with numpad, decent key travel, and even a dedicated Copilot key for AI tasks. There's a fingerprint sensor on the power button too. But here's the shocker. No backlit keyboard. Even the cheaper i3 variant has one. Big miss for a premium laptop. Trackpad though, smooth, responsive, supports all Windows 11 gestures. Solid. Moving to ports and connectivity. On the left, HDMI 2.1, two Thunderbolt 4 ports with up to 40 GB cassette transfer speeds. On the right, a security slot, 3.5mm jack, USB 3.2 Gen 2, and a microSD reader. Sadly, no RJ45 Ethernet port this time. Now, specs and hardware. Inside, it's powered by the latest Snapdragon X1 2600 CPU, 8 cores, 8 threads, 30 GB cache, clocking up to 3.0 GHz. Built on 4nm tech with a dedicated Hexagon NPU delivering 45 TOPS of AI power. GPU duties are handled by Adreno X1, paired with 16GB LPDDR5X RAM and a 512GB UFS SSD. Yes, UFS SSD is more power efficient, but slower compared to NVMe. That's one area where Samsung cut corners. For wireless connectivity, latest Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 5.4. Next, display. This is where Samsung nails it. A 15.6-inch Full HD IPS anti-glare panel, 9920 by 1080 resolution, 300 nits brightness, 45% NTSC color gamut, and 60 Hz refresh rate. Not AMOLED, but still a great display for productivity and media. Works fine, even outdoors. Now, performance and benchmarks. Here are the Cinebench R23, Geekbench 6, Crossmark, and GVAI scores on screen. Numbers are as expected for Snapdragon X, efficient, smooth, and great for AI workloads. Samsung gives you 3 modes: high performance, optimized, and silent. All my tests were on high performance. For video editing, I tested a 1080p Premiere Pro project. Timeline was butter smooth. 1080p editing is absolutely doable. However, some older software still struggles due to Snapdragon compatibility. Rendering test, 1min 1080p project took 140 on power and 154 on battery. Minimal difference, pretty impressive. Boot times, just about 20 seconds. Gaming test, Snapdragon X is not made for heavy gaming, but casual gaming works fine. GTA 5 at 1080p, medium ran at 60 to 70 FPS smoothly. Spec Ops, the line at 1080p medium gave around 40 FPS. Not bad, but don't expect AAA titles to run flawlessly. Compatibility is still improving. Audio and webcam. Downfiring 1.5-watt stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos. Sound is clear indoors, but outdoors volume feels low. Webcam is full HD with decent quality, and the mic sounds clear. What you're hearing right now is directly from it. Battery life. This is where Snapdragon shines. A 61.2 watt-hour battery gave me 20+ hours of video playback at 100% brightness and volume. Of course, that was in optimized mode. In high-performance mode, expect less. Finally, conclusion. For everyday work, office, coding, stock market, or even 1080p editing, this laptop handles it smoothly. Plus, lifetime MS Office activation is bundled. Price? Officially listed at $60,000, but I grabbed it during the Freedom Sale for $45,000, $50,000 with bank discounts. Pros, premium build, Snapdragon efficiency, insane battery, great display, Thunderbolt 4 ports. Cons, UFS SSD instead of NVMe, and no backlit keyboard. But honestly, under $50K, this feels like a solid value for money laptop. What do you guys think about the Galaxy Book 4 Edge? Would you buy it at this price? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this review helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to TechSeaker, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and as always, Jai Hind.